Greetings, Second-Ponce family. Today I'm reaching out to share a personal update with you that is truly a mixture of sadness and joy. Today, Sunday, January 16th, I was called to serve as the next pastor of Union Christian Church in Watkinsville, Georgia. In an age where news travels quickly through social media and other channels, I wanted you to hear this news today directly from me because I love you. And this decision has not been something that's been easy for me at all. Last winter, God led me into a distinct season of deep discernment and prayer. And much to my surprise, God used this season to call me to serve as a senior pastor. To be honest, at first I was terrified because it was not something that I had ever considered before, and I was comfortable serving in the safety of this loving church family as an associate pastor. You have loved me and my family well. In fact, it's been a joy and a privilege to serve here among you because you've nurtured me and affirmed my expanding pastoral identity in truly a beautiful way. Yet after considerable prayer, study, and conversations with both trusted ministry mentors and my own family, I knew that I must yield to God's call and step out in faith from the safety of this beloved boat and walk with Jesus on the waters into a season of new ministry. I want you to know that my decision to follow God's call into a new season of ministry is only about obedience to God. Following God's call to another place of service is not about any personal discontentment or dissatisfaction. Doc and the entire pastoral staff team have been wonderfully supportive as I have explored God's call to serve as a pastor. They have ministered to me sacrificially during this season, and I am so grateful to each of them. I'm leaving the comfort of Second-Ponce for no other reason than that my life belongs to the God who calls and to the God who sends. I know without a shadow of a doubt that God is calling me to serve as the next pastor of Union Christian Church. So I must follow. I must follow in faith, trusting Jesus to lead me well. Some of you have visited Union Christian Church before when Reverend Jane Hull was serving as their pastor. It's a smaller congregation that, much like you, is a loving church family. I am excited to begin serving as their pastor March 1st. My last Sunday serving at Second-Ponce will be February 13th. I will take my unused vacation days for the last 2 weeks of February as we make our transition as a family to Oconee County. While I know this news is likely sad for many of you, I also know that you celebrate this day with me as well. Second-Ponce will always be part of my story in ministry and part of our story as a family. You embraced us from the moment we arrived here. Jyoti was baptized here, and you have loved and discipled her well. Second-Ponce will always hold a special place in our hearts because of who you are as a family of faith. I trust that God has great things in store for this church in the years to come. I'll be cheering you on as God works in you and through you as you grow in Christ, grow in community, and share God's love in the world. I love you, Second-Ponce family. Thank you for listening today.